I'm here in Concord, North Carolina at the NASCAR R&D Center in front
What's
of the
up,
NASCAR
Austin?
submission car. This car is used to test.
I think I'm going to try some AI racing today. There's really not much else going on. I don't want to do another Phoenix race online at least. So I don't know. I don't know what I'll try. Want to check this out about
the Ford, the Chevrolet, and
short
the Toyota
rules
bodies.
package.
It's also used in wind tunnel testing to try different components when it comes to rules changes. In front of me, you have all the different changes. Splitters that were used in the wind tunnel for the short tracks. The rear floor pan that you're actually going to see this week at Phoenix. The unveil of the short track rules will be this weekend. This is the rear floor. This is the middle of the car going towards the rear bumper. The big difference for the race fans is how it will look from behind. The normal diffuser has multiple vertical fencings that come down. You can see it all the way at the tail of the car. This one, only 2 of those vertical strakes and much shorter, almost hidden underneath the rear bumper cover. The other change to go along with this rules update is the rear spoiler. It used to basically be at the top of this carbon fiber panel. Now it's about 1 inch wider on each side and 1 inch taller, trying to add back a little of the downforce that the rear floor took away.
I don't understand that. Like, if you're taking away Phoenix, I'll give it a chance. I don't understand. They mess with the spoiler under the car to take away downforce, which is good, but then they add more rear spoiler on top. So you're kind of you're I don't get it. It's like you're doing one thing to remove downforce on the rear, and then you add it again. Why can't you just remove some of the downforce and see what happens? Maybe this creates a bigger hole in the air for the cars behind. I don't know. Maybe they think this will promote more passing. I don't get it. I don't know. Yeah, everybody's saying, look, add more horsepower. They don't want to do it. I guess keep asking for it, because like I said, the squeaky wheel gets the grease. I think if people keep bringing up the horsepower, eventually NASCAR may bend. You know, they did bend like last year, or was it the year before, when they added horsepower to the original package, right? They went from 550 to 670. It dramatically improved the racing on mile and a halves. Mile and a halves, I think, are almost perfect. I don't want to say it's perfect. There's no such thing, but shit. I don't get it. Like, you would think they would just either remove the rear spoiler, right? Or reduce it. I don't get it. Like, they go underneath and they remove downforce, right? For the rear. But then they add more spoiler on top. It's like two opposing things. Unless, like I said, I'm not an engineer. I am an engineer, but a different type of engineer. But unless they're looking at the wind tunnel and saying, okay, we can remove some downforce, but if we put a bigger rear spoiler, it'll punch a bigger hole in the air. That's the only thing I could think of, right? So these guys are smarter than me. It's easy to sit here and judge what they're doing. So I got to be fair to them. They have actual wind tunnel information. They have real, like, very intelligent engineers. It's just concerning to me that regardless, they are they're looking at only aero. They just refuse to consider adding some horsepower. And by the way, I've said this before, I don't think you need 800 horsepower. Like, these people they want to go back to the way it used to be. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let's see what happens. Look, in all honesty, and I don't know how much of it had to do with the changes they did last year. Richmond was a lot better. it, it wasn't. I don't know why it didn't work everywhere else, and maybe it was just Richmond. Like, I don't know. Hopefully, this continues to push in the right direction. I just feel like people are so dead set on the horsepower thing, and I agree with you guys. I want more horsepower, but that doesn't mean this won't work. Like, let's wait and see. I just think people get caught up in, like, I want what I want. They get tunnel vision, and it's like, I don't care. NASCAR's trying different things, and people are dead set on, like, well, if it's not horsepower, I don't believe it's going to work, and I'm against it. I don't think that's fair. I'm always willing to wait and see what happens. Believe me, I think more horsepower would be the solution. I think most drivers want it. But how much extra horsepower do you really need? Well, if you look at the jump from 550 to 670, that's 120 horsepower. It made a big difference in the mile and a halves. Like I said, you don't need 900 horsepower. It's like, those days are over. That's not coming back. I'm just telling you guys. So dial it down and set maybe an extra, where are we, 670? Let's bring it up, pump it up to 750. I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but I think 750 might work. In either case, hey, what's up, Alessandre? In either case, I do think, maybe at 750 horsepower would be, it's got to make a difference. But you guys got to forget about the old days of 900 and whatever horsepower. That's not coming back. I think it was like 850, 900, whatever it was. They're not going back there. But they could be persuaded to pumping it up to 750. And I think 750 would work. Like 700, like right now they are at 670, but at the short tracks this 550 horse is just not working. It's just, even if you don't want to go to 750, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, I'm actually confused. The short tracks are running 550, am I correct? If they are, then maybe just going to the 670 they use at, the other tracks, try that. But 750, I think, is realistic. It's not going to add any stress to the engine. These engines, we don't see engine failures anymore. That's a thing of the past. Pumping it up to 750, it's not even going to add to the cost. I've already talked about this in the past. I don't get it. And like, is Honda like saying, if you pump it, if you add horsepower, we're not coming? That doesn't make sense to me. It's just fucking dumb. I don't get it, man. But they are dragging their feet. So I think people who want to go back to the old days of the early 2000s, they're not doing it, guys. They're just not. But I think 750, I think, is doable. I think it's a good compromise. And like I said, 2 years ago, was it, when they bumped it up to 670? It's like, we didn't think they were going to budge, and they did. So they might be willing to budge a little more. So from 670 to 750, that's another 80 horsepower. So I know it doesn't sound like a lot. It could make a difference. It could make a difference. I'm just telling you. And don't give up on the Aero. I know that my thing is, that's all they look at. They're not budging on the horsepower. That bothers me. But the Aero can make a difference. I'm just like pulling my hair over what's going on. They're taking horsepower. I mean, they're taking downforce away from the underneath the car spoiler, but then they're adding spoiler to the lip. It has to be because they feel like it will punch a bigger hole in the air. That's all I could think of. Okay, so let's see what
Combination
else
of
they
these
got
two
to
are
say.
going to change how the car is handled. Joined now with Dr. Eric Jacuzzi, Vice President of Vehicle Performance here at NASCAR. So, Eric, first question, the fans have seen the different parts on the car. How did we get here? What did you do to test and figure out that's what the car needed?
The biggest step was December 5th and 6th last year. We conducted a test at Phoenix. Prior to that, we've been doing a lot of CFD work, wind tunnel work. We had some things we thought would be pretty promising, brought them to Phoenix, and a couple of the things that we tested ended up being a positive that we're implementing.
Race fans love numbers, more horsepower, more downforce, less downforce. Give me the overall, more or less downforce from what we saw last year.
It's about the same. It's just different how it makes it. So obviously we've taken some power out of the diffuser and we've added it back with a little bit of spoiler. One of the key learnings out of the test, we had tried a different splitter that made the car much lower downforce, and ultimately the driver feedback was that was too far, too little downforce. So they didn't feel like they could race around each other. So we feel like the downforce level we're at is pretty good, and it's working well, and obviously we'll continue to work on the program, but it's about the same overall.
So the same downforce, but from what I understand, this is basically about how the car slips and slides. Currently, the original diffuser, when the car goes sideways or gets in yaw, it loses a bunch of downforce, very hard to recover at a lower speed racetrack like Phoenix versus Las Vegas. We're hoping that this aero package will allow the drivers to slide a little bit more, be overall more maneuverable behind the wheel, hopefully generating more passes.
Yeah, that was one of the things we saw in the wind tunnel, was that it's just much more forgiving in yaw, so it doesn't lose a lot of downforce.
Okay.
Which is
Okay, so this answers some of my questions. Hey, what's up, Jonathan? Okay, so this is really good. NASCAR needs to do more videos like this. I really enjoy stuff like this. I've always been a car guy, so I love anything that has to do with mechanical and performance aspects of the cars, trying to understand that more. So now this does explain what they're trying to do. So basically what he's saying is the downforce is not going to be that much different, but the way the car behaves in certain situations is going to be better for the drivers, because when the car's in yaw, which means it's kind of like sort of dirt tracking, what people like to say, or when the right rear is like starting to slip out, they still have some control of the car. And so I get what they're trying to do. So when these cars are racing around each other, they don't want these guys to be out of control where they suddenly snap and that's it, So I understand what they're trying to do, and let's give it a chance. Let's see what happens. Look, for some reason, right? Well, we kind of know what it is, but Richmond really was a terrible track for a long time, right? And I went to a race in Richmond live, like might have been 5 years ago, right? Before this new car came out. And I saw the race, and I could see, it just felt like the passing wasn't there and all that. And say what you want, whatever they did, whatever happened last year, it wasn't just one race. Both Richmond races, the last two Richmond races were really good. They were more old school. You saw a lot more tire wear, attrition, green flag runs, green flag pit stops. That is traditional, natural racing. And hopefully if we can see some of what we see at Richmond, at Phoenix, that would be a good thing. Richmond, I don't think we've ever seen really compelling racing there, right? For some reason, that layout of that track is just something about it. Now, I might be going back to the old configuration. I think the racing was better. When they reconfigure these tracks, a lot of times you don't know till you're out there what you're going to get. So, let's see. Hey, what's up, Diehard? So guys, look, I think I'm going to do a little bit of AI racing. I don't know if you guys, let me know what you want to see. I'll try something. I haven't done AI racing on iRacing in a while. So let me know what you want to see. Yeah, so let's give it a chance. I like that they explained it. So that does explain it to me because it doesn't make sense. And he actually admitted the downforce is going to be the same. It's just the way the car reacts is going to be different. So let's see what happens. Because I told you guys, I said, it doesn't make sense, right? They're removing downforce from back here underneath, but then they're adding it to the rear spoiler. So you're pretty much canceling out the reduction of downforce. But like he said, the drivers told them after the testing that there was not enough downforce, so they couldn't control the car. So this is a way of adding that back, but having the car react different, which is good. All right.
A problem we fought with the old diffuser, so that should let the drivers be able to slide, not be penalized, and they were pretty universal at the test that they perceived that, and it felt more gentle, and that they could really slide the car and not, pay a huge price for it.
Well, Eric, appreciate your time. Well, guys, a lot of testing went into these parts, but the big test will be all 36 drivers when they hit the track.
All right, so I'm excited to see what happens. This is one thing I want to see before I do.
What you don't want to happen is what happened in the 23. That's just a tough.
Oh, by the way, I wanted to talk a little bit about this. Fox, they suck ass, man. Didn't even know what happened to Bubba Wallace until it was too late. Like, these guys had that stuck lug. They had to do all this crazy shit, and his race was over. And they didn't mention anything till it was too late. And how do you fucking not show any of that? Fox is actually getting worse. So the only improvement they've made is adding Kevin Harvick to the booth. But like I told you guys, one guy isn't going to save everything. The problems with the Fox broadcast go deep. And it has a lot more to do with production and always missing important moments. The cameras are always too late to catch things. And then how do you... This is happening... wasn't something that happened in the blink of an eye. It happened. This was going on and on and on. And nobody said, hey, cut to the pits. Show what's going on with Bubba Wallace. There's a problem. Nothing. They are getting worse. They're getting worse. So let's see here.
They got a lug nut caught on the left front. It's easy to do, especially
when you
on the
get
left
the carrier
front.
jumping on the torque wrench, you're not having a good day.
Which I don't know how they got
Look at
there
that.
because I did see that they had. I like you call it the Ugadugga 5000.
Yeah,
I like to call it Thor's hammer.
that sucker right
Look
there.
at that.
That's a gun that Paoli gives you. It kind of looks, for those of you just listening, it looks like a Gatling gun. You buy them from Paoli. You said you guys have a Milwaukee one. That one has.
We got an electric one, yeah.
That one, it looks like a damn jackhammer.
Yeah.
But
What's the
Hey,
torque
what's up,
when you
welder?
get, what's a normal torque on a normal pit stop?
1,000 pounds.
What's that?
Ooh, see, like ours is. I don't know what that one is, but I'll say this: ours is like you can't put it in forward.
Yeah.
Because if you tighten it with that, it ain't coming off.
Yeah.
So you take it.
What are they trying to cut it off with here?
Wow.
Concrete saw. Yeah, concrete saw. Because you cut it, and right when you cut it, it relieves the pressure. Pop, like pops open.
Oh.
But man, it was.
That's
the
fucked
left
up,
front,
man.
So how we get here, right, is the left front.
Imagine you got to sit in that car and you're just like
make up time.
you're
see a lot
losing
of
laps.
Hendrick cars. A lot of the teams.
I'm gonna do AI racing, so I want you guys to just
at the top end.
give me an idea. What do you want me to run? I
I
haven't done an AI race in a while.
That's a pretty high-tech list you got there, buddy.
It's nice.
Spent some time on that thing.
Well, we're stacking pennies still. We don't have any dollars. But when we probably could have used all the pennies that you put on the floor over here.
No.
Put it towards the
It looks
whiteboard.
better on the floor.
But when you rip the jack, right? If the jack man puts the left rear on and just turns and cuts the jack and trusts that the left front's going to be tight or at least get tight on the ground as it's leaving, there's a lot of time in that. So if you come back and you rush the trigger and the gun spins a little bit and the hang is flat. So the carrier must have had the hang flat, and then the front.
What's that mean?
Like when you put the tire on, it's flat. It's
Is
flat
flat
against
good?
it's flat against the plate. Yes,
Okay.
it's really good.
Okay.
So you want it flat, but when it's like that, and your gun is spooled up and it catches those threads, it'll almost pull the nut
All right.
out of the gun.
That's enough of that. So yeah, this week there's not a lot going on. I already did a couple of Phoenix races, and I want to try something else. So, all right. So Welder says trucks at Dover. What do you guys think? Let me know. Okay, AI single player. Where am I? What the fuck? Oh. Remember, I got triple screen. That's why I'm looking around. Single race. All right, so trucks at Dover. Well, let me give you guys a second to respond. So one person says trucks at Dover. All right, so yeah, they changed a few things with the user interface. I like it. It's just a couple of things are throwing me off. All right, so we got one person that says trucks at Dover. All right, so you guys feel different, let me know. So let's see, trucks, Silverado, track, Dover. All right. All right, this is, so I got Lucky Dog on, wave arounds on, automatic full course yellows on. Time of day, doesn't matter. All right, noon. This weather shit, I'll just leave that alone. I'm not gonna. So you guys want overcast, mostly cloudy, partly cloudy, clear. What do you guys want? All right, I'll come back to that if I have to. Oh, we'll enforce tire changing rule, blah, blah, blah. Disable car damage. No, we'll leave that on. Track conditions. Generate, leave marbles on the track. So we got 39 AI cars. So, okay. Here's the thing with this. Okay, clear. Okay, so I'll put clear. Where are we? Okay, clear. Race option. Track condition. AI. Okay, so now here's the thing with the AI. This is my biggest issue with the AI on iRacing. It's usually really good. The problem is the skill spread is different. Every track, you don't know what you're going to get. I've had it at 100%, right? And it's too easy. At some tracks and at other tracks, it's impossible. It's all over the place. So that's the difference, right? When you, well, can't guarantee it, but when you develop a video game for a console, there's a lot more effort put into making sure that the AI is more consistent in terms of difficulty. So, but here, there's just so many tracks, so many different cars, and I'm sure they're going to continue to improve this as the things, keep going forward. But at the moment, it is all over the place. So, I don't know. Like, I had it at 108. I was at Phoenix. So I had to put it up. I don't know if 108 might be too hard here, I don't know what you guys think. Should we just fucking try it? So it says from 84 to 108. Meaning the slowest cars are at 84% and the fastest are at 108, and then everything in between. I could always tighten that up. So if you want pack racing, then you move this all the way, right? So where it's really close, I don't want that. So I will think 85 and then 108. I think I'll dial that back to 104 just to see, because I don't know what you guys think. Okay, we'll try this. So let's. By the way, I should be starting in the rear. I didn't even check that. Okay, so I do have it where I start in the back, I believe, and no qualifying, no practice. We're just gonna jump in. These are the trucks, and we got our AI drivers. So I don't know if you guys know who Jimmy Broadbent is. He has a channel. He's actually in here. That's pretty cool. That would be cool if they put me in here. I'd love to be in this fake AI lineup. Yeah, I start in the rear. I like to try to work my way through. So as you can see, time to grid. Oh my god. I gotta...
B40. The track temp is 126. The air temp is 78 Fahrenheit.
Okay. Oh, here we go.
We need to follow car number 26 in the inside lane.
Oh god. I gotta back out, guys. Hold on. Let me reload this, because I'm getting that...
Catch up to car number 26.
Bear with me. I'm getting that glitch where I get this really rough surge. Yeah, grid position 40. So I'm in the back. I get a really rough surge sometimes when I load into an iRacing session. And a lot of times I have to back out and reload and hope that it goes away. So sorry about that. But yeah, I get this really rough, loud surge, and everything feels rough on the motion sim. Yeah, I don't really follow Jimmy Broadbent, but I know who he is. I've seen a few videos. He's more into the European stuff. Yeah, it's far as I know, the motion. There's something, and I think it's related to iRacing, because I did some research. I've emailed a few people, and okay, so it's reloading back. I don't know if you could. All right. So we'll find out if... Alright. Alright, so... Oh my god, I didn't even check my setup. Hold on. No. No, I don't have a setup here. So I'm going to have to use iRacing setup. Look, I didn't even check that. Alright, so Dover, open. Here we go. So I got these... The Dover setup. We're gonna load it. Oh, okay. I could tell it went away. That
B40.
That motion glitch. Okay, so
follow
it feels
car
good.
Number 44 in the inside column.
Yeah, you know that Jules rule. I've heard people talk about it, but I honestly think that would create a nightmare.
We need to catch car number 44.
Can you imagine how many guys would be wrecking, making that last minute decision to choose top or bottom, and then somebody else is there? It's like, I'm not sure that would work on a live service. It might work for like AI racing, but I'm just telling you, you guys see how hectic it is racing real people on iRacing. Imagine having that choose rule. I think it would introduce serious problems. People doing dumb shit, trying to bait people to take top or bottom, and all right. So no practice jumping in. So I'll lay back.
Green, green, green.
We're not in a rush. We're just gonna feel out what this truck. Okay, it's pretty clumped up back here. It's gonna be hard to pass.
Stay high.
So,
Still there.
whoa.
Still there.
Oh,
Okay,
oh,
Jose. The next
oh,
car is
God
in.
damn
Next
it!
car is out. We're under caution.
Telling me let the 28 by. Come on. Come on, go! Wow, that was bad. That usually doesn't happen. Do I have damage? I didn't put damage off. Alright. I don't feel anything, but I'm pretty sure I must have one. I'm gonna pit, because I'm already in the back. I just want to see if...
Look out for the pit speed limit. Pit lane speed limit is 35 miles per hour.
Oh, there's no damage. Okay. I don't know. Did I have damage off? Doesn't matter at this point. We're just gonna go. Man, this is such a slow pit. It's hard to maintain speed here. Yeah, so usually the AI is better than that. Maybe the difficulty spread is causing an issue. Alright, so I don't know if it's me. It does feel weird. It doesn't show I have damage.
Race car's coming in this lap.
I hope if we have more problems with the AI, I'll back out and I'll try to change the settings. Yeah, the pit's here at 35 miles an hour. It's just I think it makes it more difficult. It's like you're crawling and trying to maintain speed. And with the low gear, it's very hard to do that. Alright, so we're gonna try to do this again. Hopefully the AI does a better job this time. Like I said, for the most part, the AI is really good in this service, but from time to time you'll see problems. And sometimes even during green flag pit stops, things like that.
Okay, Jose, be ready. We're going green.
Oh, it's a long race. I just want to...
Green inside's clear. B39, that's the fastest lap. That was a 103.6. The guy in front is Rice.
The stock iRacing setup is a bit twitchy.
That was 25.7. That's your quickest lap in this session.
It's not terrible. If you don't overdrive the corner, you're pretty okay. So I'm letting this try to settle out.
Car inside.
Alright, so We gotta run on the
Keep
outside.
it together, hold your line. 3 wide, you've got the high side.
Oh my god,
Car
I had to
inside,
lift.
keep high. Clear
3
inside.
wide.
B38.
So I think, just as I was about to say, the
Coming up
outside
on the
may
inside.
be the best way to go.
He's still there.
Oh, okay.
Keep it steady, still there. Still there. Hold your line. He's still there. Still there. He's still there. Still there. He's still there, keep digging. Still there.
B36, that lap was a 25.0. That's your best lap in the session.
He's still there.
Oh,
Still
God,
there.
Checked up.
Still there. Hold your line. He's still there. Cars on both sides.
Oh my god, I'm splitting
still
the
there.
middle. Oh
He's
my
still
god,
there.
this is
Keep
not
digging.
going to end
Inside
well.
clear.
Oh,
You got
I
one
was
right
able
side.
to
Car ahead.
hold
There.
it.
That lap time was 25.4.
On your right. Still there. He's still there. You're in the middle.
Oh my god, I'm in the middle
Still
again.
there.
Whoa.
Clear low.
Alright.
Right side. Still there.
Alright, so.
Clear. Right side. Keep it steady. Still there. Still there.
Whoa.
He's still there. Still there. Still there.
Oh,
B32,
oh.
your last lap time was at 25.0.
Oh, I really forced
Keep it
my
together.
way
Hold
in
your line.
on the
3 wide. You're on
inside.
the inside. Clear up high.
Okay, we passed a few of the slower cars. As we work our way up to the front, the cars usually
Inside line, you got one.
are better and better,
Still there.
which is the
Clear
way it
inside.
should be.
Low side, you got one. Still there.
Alright, so now
He's still there.
starting
Clear
to
on the
see a
inside.
little bit of spread.
B30,
which
that
is
lap
good.
time was
You got one on the inside.
the track temperature's
Okay,
in
so
low.
it's just a
Car low.
hairy restarts
Still there.
are going to be a little
Still there.
twitchy.
Clear inside.
Once they spread a bit, it gets
Inside.
much better, and you could push
Hold your line.
even harder because now
Keep it together. Hold your
you
line.
have more room.
Clear low.
B27, you've just done a 24.6.
That's your one car inside. He's still there. Still there. Inside's clear.
So I have the top guys at
Stay high. We got
104
one inside.
difficulty.
He's still there.
And, I don't know,
Still
but
there.
so far
Clear inside.
it's pretty easy. I'm hoping it gets harder with the guys up front.
B24, your lap time was at
Coming up low side. Still there.
But
He's
one
still
thing
there.
I really like about this AI
Inside's
is
clear.
they don't run like on rails. Like they do move around the track a lot. Like, you know, real drivers, and a lot of these guys that, you know,
Got one
lose
inside.
a little bit of grip.
He's still there. Keep digging. Clear on the inside.
that lap was at 25.3.
Coming up low side.
All right, this
Keep it
is
steady. Still there.
so far too easy.
Still there. Clear low.
But this is what I tell people when you're running the AI, you got to run like a full green flag run, and then you'll know if it's too easy, and then you know,
Coming up on the inside.
raise the difficulty
Still there.
or
Clear
lower
low.
it
Low
if
side,
it's
you got
too
one.
difficult.
20th
right?
place.
Clear low.
All right, so
Inside line, you got one.
we made up half the
Keep
field,
it steady. Still there. He's still there. Keep digging. Inside's clear.
and it's still pretty easy. So
One car inside. Still there. Keep it together. Hold your line. Clear on the inside.
yeah, they check up in the center of the corner. Like they'll just like
17th place.
watch.
Car low.
Yeah,
Hold
you
your line.
just really
Clear inside.
walk on by in the center of the corner. So yeah, it's too easy.
Stay high.
I don't want to do 100 laps
Still
of
there.
this if it's too easy.
Inside's clear.
But like I said, this same 104 rating at a different track,
15th place. We're quickest right now. You've
You'll
just done
get
a
your ass
24.7.
kicked. you can see
Inside.
that car got
Still there.
loose.
He's still there. Clear inside. Coming up on your clear up high.
Yeah, it's too easy, man. All right, so I'm gonna back out. Yeah, I already got to top 15.
That last lap was at 25.3.
I don't want to have you guys sit around watching me walk by cars if it's too easy. So we'll back out real quick. We'll check. All right. I don't want you guys to be fucking bored. So, okay. So you could see I got it at 85 to 104, which is anything over 100. It says cheaters, right? So I'll show you. Like, all right. So Pro is up to 90, and then it goes to Aliens, which is harder. And then from Aliens, it goes to Cheaters at 100. When you go above 100, boom, it says Cheaters. But I had it at 104. It still felt really easy. What's the highest setting? Okay, so everything up is, it goes up to 125. So I had it at 104. I think 110. And then 85. These guys in the back. I'm going to raise that to 95. 96. I think we'll see what happens. We'll give that a shot. But this is what I recommend to people when you're doing AI. You got to do enough laps where you get a feel what happens when the tires kick in and the wear and all that stuff. And if you're just mowing through the field, obviously you got to go up, up, up. And my problem, that's my biggest issue with this. It's every track is completely different. And you go to another track and the same settings and you can't fucking get past 30th place. Like, it is all over the place. And it takes a lot of time to really figure out what the deal is. Hold on a second. Why is that not showing? Okay. First time see AI on iRacing. If that's the AI new NASCAR guy, we might see golden era. Listen, there is some good stuff and there's some bad stuff. It's not perfect. Like I said, for a console game, they are going to have to definitely address the issue I'm talking about with iRacing, which is it's the difficulty is all over the place, and every track's different. However, I do like the way they race. I like that the cars do not look or feel like they are on rails, like you normally see on most games where it just looks like they're running on a rail. Perfect. These cars do move in and out of the groove. They look like they're losing control, and I like that. And if I didn't tell you it was AI, and you weren't paying attention, I think a lot of people would be fooled. They would be like, "Oh, okay, he's doing a regular online session." If you're not paying attention, I like that. It's not the same at every track. It is a bit inconsistent. I do want to point that out because there are people, they'll point it out. They'll say, well, I had a bad experience here, there. I had a race at Dover. Like, this was when this thing first came out. And I had a really great run. It was a lot of fun. I worked my way up to the top 5, and then we started doing green flag pit cycles. And that's when everything fell apart. Like, a whole bunch of cars just got log jammed before the entrance of the pits, and they just got stuck there for like 10 laps. No caution. It was crazy. It just ruined the whole race. But, you know, I haven't been on the AI that much, and I can't tell you how much of that has been tuned and fixed and all that. I will say iRacing's good at, like, because it's a service, they are constantly always looking to improve and work on stuff. So even the issues I see, I feel like they will eventually fix it. But like I said, it is very hit and miss. But when it hits, it's really good. And you could see the potential. That's my biggest thing here. There's a lot of potential. Like, it isn't bad. And considering iRacing is basically an online racing sim, AI is something they just came up with late in the game. this isn't their bread and butter. Like they are an online racing service. So that looking at that, I am impressed. Let's see, difficult adjustment needs to happen, but compared to recent, yeah, I'm happy with it. I think it's good.
100 laps, B40.
All right, hold on. All right. I'm pretty happy.
We need to
with
follow car number 27 in the inside column.
it. All right, so I raised it. Hopefully I raised it enough. I forgot what I raised
We
it.
need to catch up to car number 27.
But I raised even the bottom to the top. Because yeah, it's just too easy. But maybe when you hit the sweet spot, that is the good thing. If it does reward you for spending time and just doing testing and tuning. And once you figure out the perfect settings for you, you will have a good experience. That's what I see, and it makes me optimistic. It does reward you for spending the time to really dial in the settings. But I wish it was easy where you set it and it's the same everywhere.
Green, green, green.
So hopefully it's better. We don't know till we see. So it usually takes a few laps to settle itself out. And like I said, it's better to set the lower half of the field so that there's a spread. Otherwise, if you set it too close across from the back to the front, you're going to get pack racing. And it's not good.
On your right. He's still there. Still there. Still there. Keep it together. Hold your line.
So far,
He's
so
still
good.
there. Clear up high.
Okay, Jose, the next car
You
is
got one on the inside.
B39. That lap was a 24.7.
Hold your line. Still there.
Whoa! Check up.
He's still there. He's still there.
Yeah, and I'm
Keep it
impressed.
steady. Still there.
I'm pretty impressed
He's still
with
there.
the
Keep
sense
digging.
of
Clear low.
awareness. It's pretty good.
Coming up on the inside.
Pace car's out.
Oh! That's what I get for saying that. Look at, holy shit! Oh
We can
my
see
god!
Hooker has stacked it.
I don't think there must be no damage. All right, you know what? I'm gonna leave that alone. The fuck? Holy shit! And look, all right, so he must be waiting for something. They're holding everybody up. Wow, that was crazy. Yeah, so I must have damage off. I didn't touch it. I had damage off, I thought. What's going on? What? Come on, let's go, let's go. Yeah, the damage just must be off. It might be for the best, because then I would have to back out and start over or something, because that's not good. Alright, so how many spots am I making up? I don't want to be too far to the front. It just defeats the purpose. Alright, so I don't know. I guess Dover in particular is a little hard for these guys to be clumped up. Alright. We're gonna see where we settle in. I don't want to be fucking too close to the front. Just defeats the whole purpose of... Okay, we're... Okay, we should be good. I don't know what happened there. Like I said, you're going to get some issues here and there. I think once the field, once they get a couple of laps in and they start to spread a bit, that's really
All right,
where...
Jose, get ready. Race will resume at the end of this lap.
That's really where the AI shines, right? These, you know, early starts when they're all packed together, that's probably the hardest part to get right. All right, so we're only 7 laps in. We'll only need to stop once in the race. I'm hoping it's a green flag pit stop. But, you know, can we get through this without another big wreck? Another cool thing is you can download like NASCAR lineups.
Pace car's coming
if
in,
you
get
have
ready.
trading paints. I forgot how to do it. I did it once before. It's gonna take too long to figure that out.
Clear inside.
Wow, I fell asleep there.
Stay high. You got one inside. Still there.
P37.
Still there. Still there. Still there. Still there. He's still there. Keep it together. Hold your line. Keep it steady. Still there. Still there. Still there. Still there. Clear on the inside.
So for now,
P35. You
Are inside.
just
Keep
gonna
high.
ride
Still there.
and keep my fingers crossed
still
that
there.
we
He's
get
still there.
enough laps in where they spread.
Still there. Inside's clear. Inside. Clear low. Car inside. Inside's clear.
These guys are
Low side.
really
You got one.
holding each other up here.
He's still there.
Whoa!
3 wide.
Somebody
You got the
just
high side.
made it 3
Okay,
wide.
notice a car exiting
Whoa,
again.
whoa, whoa!
3 wide. Hold your line. Clear inside.
I backed out of it.
P34. That
You
lap
see?
time was
They do
25.3.
race like fucking real drivers. Look at this shit. 3 wide. That Carrillo guy in the middle. He just
One
stuck
car
it in
inside.
there.
Clear low.
That
Inside line, you
that
got
could
one.
fool anybody
He's still
into
there.
thinking
Take it
that's a
clear on the
real
inside.
fucking guy. Really aggressive
Stay
move
high.
by the AI.
Still there. Hold your line.
P33.
He's still there. Clear low. You got
This
one
guy
inside.
right here, Carrillo, in front of me.
He's still there.
He dove it in there
Still
and
there.
made it 3
Inside
wide
clear.
up the middle. I don't think I've ever seen AI do that in a NASCAR console game.
Coming up low side. He's still there. Keep digging.
The potential
He's still
is
there.
all
Car rejoining
here.
in front.
Clear inside.
So this guy is
P31. That
one
lap
of the
was at
aggressive guys.
24.9.
So I'm not going to be in a rush to... Yeah, uh-oh.
Car low.
Yeah, he's aggressive.
Still there. Still there. Clear inside. One car inside. Keep it together. Hold your line. Still there. Inside's clear.
All right, we're doing good. The AI is a little bit more
P30.
challenging.
That was
It's
at
still,
25.2.
at least back here, it's a bit on the easy side. I'm not pushing too hard. I'm like kind of watching the AI's behavior. Well,
Coming
I
up on
gotta
your...
check the. All right, I gotta
Keep
go.
it steady. Still
I
there.
can't just. Whoa!
Still there. Clear up high.
See,
Coming up low side.
That lap time was 25.5.
they're not on rails, man.
He's still there. Clear inside.
I love it. Like, they are not predictable. They wiggle all over the
Got one
top,
inside.
the bottom.
Still there. Inside's clear.
I'm telling you, and once you find the right difficulty
Stay
setting,
high. You got one inside.
it's really
Clear low.
good.
P28.
All right, so I dialed it up. Maybe I still need to dial it a little more, but it's a little bit better in terms
Low
of
side, you got one.
difficulty,
He's
but
still there.
we'll wait. We'll see.
He's still there. Clear inside. Inside. Keep it steady. Still there.
I'm not
He's still
pushing
there.
that
Keep
hard,
digging.
to be
Inside
honest. So it probably still is on the easy side.
P26. Your last lap time was a 24.8.
Look at these. They don't run like
Track temps increasing.
on a rail.
It's now 131.
And that to me is the best thing about the AI here. That's the best probably compliment I could give it. Like, they do race like real drivers, at least on Sim. Very
Your lap time
unpredictable.
was a
Like,
25.5.
you think you're going to make a move and all of a sudden the guy drifts up in front of you or he cuts you off, and that's pretty realistic. Like, that's the worst thing about a lot of AI on video games. They're just on a rail and there's no sense of awareness. These guys
That
do
lap was a
have
25.7.
some awareness where you feel like, okay, they know where you are and they give you the room. Not always, but
Hudson.
this is not bad. Now, I am kind of stuck. These guys are clumped up a little here. I'm going to have to be a little
Right
more
side.
aggressive.
He's still
I'll
there.
just try to dive
Clear.
on the bottom.
P25. That last
See?
lap was a 25.7.
That 2 car felt me taking the bottom.
Right
He kind
side.
of stayed. Oh!
Clear high. You got one right
I-
side.
okay,
Outside line's clear.
But he gave me room.
Car low. Still there.
The sense of
They're low.
awareness is very
on the
important
inside.
when you program
They're on the
AI.
inside.
They
Inside line, you
really
got one.
should have
Hold your line.
a good awareness
Still there.
of
P20
where you
low.
are,
You've just done a 25.5.
Car
so they
inside.
don't just plow into you.
Still there. Keep it together. Hold your line. Car inside. Keep high. Still there. Inside's clear. Stay high. Still there. He's still there. Clear inside. Coming up on the inside. Still there.
So
Clear inside.
obviously the difficulty is
Car
still.
inside.
I
They're low.
still need
Coming
to
up on the
dial it
inside.
up a bit,
Still
but
there.
in terms of the
Still there.
behavior of
Inside's
the
clear.
AI and the way they race, I really think it's impressive. And I'm telling you, every track, it does, you know, it isn't the same. But I've had some
P18.
fantastic
You've just done a
races
25.2.
against the
Low
AI.
side. You got one. Still there. Still there.
Oh!
He's still there. Clear on the inside.
I overdrove that corner, but alright, so this
Got one
car,
inside.
this truck just made a pass on the
Still there.
outside.
Clear inside.
P16.
I
Your
think
lap
the
time was
outside is the
Harlow.
best place to be.
He's still there. Hold your line. Clear inside. Coming up on your... He's still there. Keep digging. Clear outside.
P14. We're quickest right now. That was a 25.
Inside.
Yeah, it says I'm the
Keep it
quickest
steady. Still there.
after 24
still
laps.
there.
It's
Inside's
still
clear.
too easy. And you guys saw I dialed up the, but there's still a lot of room to dial it up. But I just want to try to get to the front. And once I get the lead, I'll just back out. I'm not going to make you guys sit through
13th
non-challenge.
place.
Car inside. Keep high.
But
Okay, Jose. The next car is Len.
He's still there.
the behavior of the AI is really good, man. There's an occasional
Got one on the
glitch
inside.
here and there, like, you
Still
know,
there.
or something crazy might
Keep it
happen,
together. Hold
but
your line. Still there. Clear on the inside.
P11. We're quickest at the moment. Your lap time was at
Yeah.
25.3.
lap 26, it's saying I'm the quickest. So yeah, it's definitely still too easy.
Right side. Still there. Keep it steady, still there. Clear up high.
So I just passed Jimmy Broadbent. It's getting a little tight on exit. I could feel some tire wear.
Coming up low side. Keep it together, hold your line. Still there. Inside's clear.
Whoa, whoa. Oh, I almost lost it. Yeah, it's getting
On
tight.
your right.
P9.
Clear up high.
I
That
need to
was,
be more
25.7.
patient getting back on the throttle. I don't need to be taking chances like that.
That lap was a 25.8.
Yeah, so I was just overdriving it a bit. That's my.
Stay
Oh,
high,
see, he
you
got
on
loose.
inside. Still there. He's still there.
So
Hold
yeah,
your
man,
line.
I
Clear
like
low.
the way that they're not on a
P8.
rail.
You've just done a 25.8.
Alright, so we're up to 8th.
That lap time was 25.6.
Alright, so he's up off the apron. He held it. Whoa! That little arrow push there.
You've just done a 25.8.
So, okay. I'm starting to stall. Like, I'm not just blowing by guys anymore. So, a slight dial up on the top end and probably a much more aggressive dial up on the bottom end, and I would get a much better race.
That last lap was a 25.8.
Oh,
Stay high. Still there.
right, I
Still
had
there.
to pinch him a bit.
Still there. He's still there. Keep digging. Clear low.
This is the closer I get to the front, the
P7.
more
You've just done a
fun I'm having
25.8.
because it is a little more challenging. So you know, going from last to like the top 12 was pretty easy. It's starting to be a bit more challenging, which is good.
We're currently setting the pace. That lap was
But
a
I'm still the
25.8.
fastest truck. So he says I'm setting the pace, so I am faster than the leader. So if I started closer to the front, yeah, I would definitely easily win this race.
One car inside. He's still there. Still there.
The track temperature's rising. It's now 135 Fahrenheit.
P clear inside.
So yeah, even at the top end, I got to dial it up a bit. But the bigger issue is like from like mid-pack to the back, way too easy. Yeah, this truck is getting stupid tight.
Inside line, you got
Oh,
one.
he's passing.
He's still
He
there.
wants
The
it
lap
back.
time was 26.2.
Still there. Clear on the inside.
Alright, I think I overdrove the corner. I let him. Oh! Oh my God! It
You got
is
one right
getting
side.
tight.
He's still there. Clear outside.
He's fighting back.
Right side. Still there. Clear.
Oh! I kind of fucked him up.
That lap time was 26.6.
So tire wear is definitely an issue. All right.
last lap time was 26.3.
This is a lot more fun than racing these boneheads on iRacing. Well, like I said, it takes time. You got to spend the time. Like right now, I did a long run, and I know, okay, I could dial up the guys up front a bit, and the guys in the back more aggressively, right? But like I said, you have to invest the time and run enough laps against the AI, and then you could figure out more, you know, where to set everything, right? And that's my biggest thing with you know, and it's probably never going to be
that was
perfect.
26.2.
It's too many variables. And keep in mind, I'm not using a custom setup either. I'm just using the iRacing setup. So even with a custom setup, I would definitely mow these guys down even more.
You've just done a 26.3.
So I really suck at green flag pit stops, but we may get to see some green flag pit stop.
Your lap time was 26.0.
So we're up to 6th.
That lap was a 26.1.
Oh, it's a lot more challenging now. But like I said, a lot of it, you got to remember, I did start in the back. If I started near the front, I'd be fucking way out in the lead. But
that lap time was 26.2.
that's why I like starting in the back. It makes it more fun. And even if the AI is a bit on the easy side, look, I'm running 6th now, and I'm not really fucking blowing by people. Even though I'm like the fastest on the track, so it makes it fun.
That lap was a 26.2.
And by the way, even the road courses are very good with the AI. And that has to be really difficult to program.
That last lap was a 26.2. Okay, Jose, lap time's pretty consistent.
Look at it, it's pretty challenging at this
You've
point.
just done a 26.3.
I really hope with the video game that they give enough room so that it's not too easy. A game that's too easy is just, it'll kill it.
Your last lap time was a 26.2.
I'd rather it be too hard than too easy. You know, I don't want to fucking win every race. Alright, so we got a lap car. Whoa, he's got some damage, so he was damaged early in the race.
That was a 26.4.
And I got a truck behind me. He's catching me. Oh my God. So that's Greg Hill behind me. So look at this, man. This is so much better than, I gotta be honest, than racing real people. Like when you get it right.
Okay, Jose, we're halfway through. We estimate 21 laps of fuel left. You've just done a 26.5.
Look at that lap car is just
Inside.
holding his own. Well, he's holding
He's
this
still
guy.
there.
He
Still there.
created a
Keep it
pick.
together. Hold your line.
Oh yeah, he really
He's still there.
screwed him up.
Inside's clear.
But I used him as a pick. But I got the other guy behind me.
The lap
Used
time was at 26.3.
Craig Hill. He used him as a pick too, so he took advantage. That's good programming. Like the AI, it feels like a real fucking person, right? We've seen AI that's, you know, more arcade-like, and they'll probably get stuck.
That was 26.3.
Not trying to stick the truck in there and just kind of slowing down too much. But he's on my ass. He's pretty much keeping pace with me after 50 laps. Oh, he's coming.
That time was 26.3.
I'm not going to block either. I'm going to leave him a lane. If he could pass, he could have it. I mean, I'm not. You could be a dick and block the AI, but I want to see if he's got what it takes to make the pass. All right, so we got another lap truck here. I got to really ease off on the throttle because somebody's pitting. So pit
That
stops.
was at 26.2.
No, pit stops are beginning.
One car inside. Still there.
I'm gonna wait because
Still there.
I want to see what happens with the pit
Still there.
stops. Whoa!
He's still there. Push there low.
Nash is pitting from P2. We think he'll come out just in front.
All right, so let me wait a couple laps. I want to
P3.
see
That
what
lap time
happens
was
with the green
26.4.
flag pit stops of the AI. But it has begun. All right. Now I am terrible at pit stops, like the green flag.
You've just done a 26.2.
I usually lose a lot of time, so I don't want to make a mistake. And if I lose a little time, so be it. We got a fast truck, and look, it's lap 57.
Cross is pitting from position 24. We think
And
he'll come out just in front of you.
we didn't get the lead. That's a positive. All right, so you see trucks in the pits. You know what? I'm going to pit this time.
Your last lap time was at 26.4.
So this guy's on the
Nash
lead
is
lap.
pitting from P13. We think he'll come out just behind you.
Oh, 35.
Look out for the pit
Okay.
speed limit. Pit lane speed limit is 35 miles per hour.
Slow ass pit lane. All right,
The
man.
car behind's pitting.
Okay, green. So far, so good. Look at the green flag pit stops. This is one of those things that could be real sketchy when you're racing AI. I hate this fucking pit lane speed. God damn, this is like almost like you're driving a damaged truck. Alright, guys. That wasn't too bad of a stop.
There's a car approaching. Watch your mirrors. Stay behind the white line.
I almost got caught speeding out at that last second. Alright, so we're definitely
All right, Jose. There's a
down.
car exiting the pits. Heads up. B30.
This is
Carlo.
not a bad green flag
He's still there.
pit
Inside
stop session. No, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Stay high. You got one inside.
Oh, I'm glad I
Hold your
didn't
line.
get
Clear
too
inside.
aggressive there. Let this thing cycle out. That's another thing that, you know, NASCAR video games have struggled with. Green flag pit stop
Your
cycles
lap time
and
was at
logic.
25.2.
Look at this. Uh-oh. This is a problem. That blue truck is just holding this guy.
Car inside. Keep high. Still there.
Oh, that's Lisa Hudson,
Still there.
guys.
They're on the inside.
She's in the lead and on old tires, so she's got a pit.
P28. That lap time was 25.4.
You got one inside. Keep it steady. Still there. He's still there. Keep digging. Inside
Oh my
clear.
God, the rate of speed. I don't know where to go.
Stay high. Clear inside.
Man, this guy's on old tires, man.
P26. That was a 25.1.
Alex Gustafson,
On your right.
Inglesi is pitting from position.
Alan's
Stay
brother.
high.
Ooh, he chopped my nose off. He does not want to let me pass. Aggressive move by the AI. So let's see where we cycle.
23rd place. You've just done a 25.4.
Coming up low side. Still there. He's still there. Inside's clear.
We should cycle back in the top 10, even with my terrible pitting.
There's a
Man.
car exiting the pits.
If
Heads
it
up.
stays green, man, it's a big thumbs up.
P21. We're setting the pace. That last lap was a 24.7.
Right side. Outside line's clear.
See, he didn't blindly, like,
Okay, Jose.
chop
There's a
off
car
my
exiting
nose
the
in
pits.
the
Heads
corner.
up.
He knew I was there. And that's why I
P17.
said
We're currently setting
the
pace.
awareness
That lap was
is pretty
at
good.
24.6.
Coming up on your... Hold your line. Clear up high.
And we're back near Lynn.
There's a car exiting the pits.
Still people pitting. Where will
P16.
we
The
cycle
quickest right now.
out?
That was 24.6.
Coming up on the inside.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Still there.
I had to let out
Still there.
the throttle there. I got loose.
He's still there. Keep it together. Hold your line. Car inside. Still there. Clear inside.
We're setting the pace. You've just done a 24.5.
Inside line, you got one. Still there. Clear low. Low side, you got one. Clear low.
P14. We're quickest at...
You got one on the inside.
Your lap time was 24.6.
Still there. Clear inside.
These are the slower trucks, so
You got one right side. Clear up high.
P11. That lap was at 24.9.
Stay high.
see, he
You got
was
one
going to
inside.
drift up, and then
He's still there.
he sensed me. He kept it
They're
to the
low.
bottom. Good sense of awareness. We still got guys pitting. They really pitted late. They were waiting for that caution. Didn't happen. We should be...
Okay, Jose. We're matching race pace. 7th position. That lap was at 24.8.
All right, I think we were 6th when this whole thing started.
There's a car rejoining.
This is... I don't care what anyone says. This is more fun than I've
We're
had
quickest at the moment. You've
in
just done
most
24.6.
races online against real people. This is why I tell people, if you do a good job with the AI, it's more fun. It's just, you don't get the same frustrations you get when you're racing real people.
We're currently setting the pace. That lap was a 24.9.
This is good. I could actually focus on strategy and, you know, yeah, you'll get an occasional hiccup.
The leader, Gustafsson, is pitting.
But the AI is good, man. And remember, I'm nowhere near the top of the range when it comes to difficulty. There's still a lot of room.
We're quickest right now.
Inside line, you got one.
Yep.
There on the inside.
Clearly, we are on like the easier side, but it's better.
Clear.
And I know next time I run trucks here at Dover, I know I could run a little more difficulty.
Nash is now in the lead. We're setting the pace. That was a 24.8.
Hard low.
But you saw some
He's
green
still there.
flag pit stops,
Keep it
and you're
steady,
watching
still there.
tire wear,
Still there.
all the
Inside
good
clear.
stuff. And the AI is really not on rails, man. Well, this
Right
is
side.
a
You've
pass.
just done a 25.
Outside line's clear.
Alright, I think we're finally breaking through. We're in second now. But I don't know where the leader is, so these are all lap trucks.
Car inside.
V2.
Clear inside.
That last lap was a 25.1.
Low side, you got one. Still there. Still there. Inside's clear.
Oh, we see the leader. He's under 2 seconds ahead. So yeah, we're gonna get him before this is over. We've still got a lot of laps, but this is one of the reasons I also like starting in the back. Makes
Still
it
there.
more
Clear inside.
challenging.
One car inside. He's still there. Keep it steady. Still there. Inside's clear.
You could pinch a truck on the bottom and not really worry. Like I said, the sense of awareness is really good. So if you pinch a truck in the corner,
Your
you
lap
don't
time was a
usually
25.2.
have to worry about him losing control and washing up into you. I don't do that too much because in a way it is kind of, I don't want to say cheating, but
Coming up low side.
you will like
Still there.
take all their speed away because they don't
Still
want to
there.
get into you
Clear low.
because of that sense of awareness. So they check up.
You're in the lead. That lap was a 25.4.
So that should be the race unless something crazy happens, but whoa. Yeah, it's getting tight. I gotta run the bottom a little more because running the high line does kill your right front, I think.
Your lap time was 25.6.
Yeah, so the race is over. So yeah, I got room to dial it up, and that's a good thing, you know, there's still room. And I know next time, crank it up a little more, and I can do it across the board, from the bottom
That
to
lap
the
time
top.
was 25.6.
So,
Coming up on the inside.
like I told you guys,
Still there.
it does reward you
Still
for
there.
taking the time
There on the inside.
to run a long run, and then you get a better feel of how much more to dial in the difficulty. But it's worth it. I do recommend this to anybody. If you're on iRacing,
Your last
this
lap
is
time
definitely
was
a
25.7.
good
Car
way
inside. Keep high.
to
Keep it together.
dial
Hold your line.
down the
Clear inside. Got one
frustrations
inside.
of bad
He's still there.
races
Keep digging.
against real people.
Hold your line. Clear low.
That lap time was 25.1.
Coming up low side.
I can't wait to
still
see
there.
what they do with the career
Still
mode.
there. They're low.
They said this year they're releasing a career mode for this service, for the AI. And I really look forward to that. So let me know if you guys want to see me do career mode on this when they release.
You're now in the lead. That lap was at 25.7. Your lap time's pretty consistent.
I will definitely have to spend time dialing in the difficulty, but I'm willing to do it for a career mode for sure.
Car inside. Still there. Still there.
See, I pinched him
They're
to the
inside.
bottom, and at one point he just checked up. You know, and
That
when
lap
you're
time
racing
was
real guys,
25.9.
they don't check up. They just they'll just race you to the end. And, but, you know, that's what the sense of awareness is there for, to avoid them just plowing into you.
Stay high. You got one inside. He's still there.
And I'd rather have that
He's still there. Still there. Clear inside.
than not have it.
You've just
Coming up on the inside. Still there. He's still there. Keep digging. Still there. Clear on the inside. Low side, you got one.
All
Keep
right,
it steady.
so,
Still
yeah.
there. Inside's clear.
It took a while, and it was entertaining for sure.
Inside
We
clear.
saw a green flag pit stop, and it doesn't
last
always
lap was at
go
25.8.
through smoothly, but it did. If I would have known that the stop would have been that smooth, I might have pitted a little earlier just to introduce more tire wear and make it more challenging. But I didn't want to pit too soon because I was afraid that
You got one
maybe
right side.
we
Your lap
would
time
see
was there high.
some kind of problem, but it didn't happen. So yeah, when they release a career mode, guys, I'm gonna do it. I'll do the career mode, and then you guys can see what that's like. I'm not expecting a lot, let's be
Wrap up
honest.
inside.
They're not gonna add like fucking
okay, Jose. That's
a
good
ton.
consistency. Keep
And they
it up.
did say that
Keep it
the-
together. Hold your line.
the career mode
Still
is
there.
only the first step, right?
Clear
So
low.
it's not gonna be 100% of everything they're planning to do on career mode, but it's gonna be like the first step. So it's not gonna have everything, you know. I'm not expecting
One
a
car
lot.
inside. He's still there. Clear low.
That was at 25.9.
But I am excited
inside,
because
keep high.
they did say
He's still
they
there.
have big plans for the
Hold
career
your
mode,
line.
like
Still
long
there.
term.
Still there.
Unrelated
inside.
to the video game side of things, just for the iRacing service. And I think it's smart because it adds value. Like if you are someone on the fence to spend the money,
You've just
On
done
iRacing?
25.9.
the AI having a decent career mode could add that value. It does for me, that's for sure.
Coming up on your... He's still there. Clear outside.
So we passed Earnhardt Jr. He's terrible
That
here.
lap time was 26.2.
Alright, I know you guys are bored by now. I've been leading, but we only got a few laps to go. I just want to see it to the end. And then I'll show you guys what they show you after
Your lap
the
time
race.
was
So
at 25.9.
it is the most bare bones, I don't even know if you could call it presentation, but that's what I'm hoping to see change when they improve on the career. Or add a career. This really isn't career mode stuff. But the sky's the limit.
That
And
lap was at
I am
26.1.
really optimistic about the AI. They show really good behavior, and they don't run on rails. You know, that's been one of the biggest complaints people have had in the past, that they're all programmed to run on a rail, and AI has managed to get them to run multiple
We're
grooves.
quickest at the moment. That lap was at 25.8.
Some of these trucks are even all over the place at
Still
times.
there, clear.
And it really adds to the authenticity, right? And like I said, if you're not paying attention, there are times where you could be fooled into thinking you're racing like a real online race if you're not paying attention.
That was 26.0.
Inside the line, you got one. He's still there.
You know, like
He's still there.
realistic, but without
there.
the boneheaded fucking
Still there. Inside
moves.
clear.
Yeah, definitely lost the right front, but I'm okay because I'm still fast.
We're quickest
Right side.
Your last lap time was at 25.9.
We're still, whoa,
Still
whoa,
there.
whoa, whoa. Got real tight there.
He's still there. Keep digging. Hold your line. Clear up high.
All right, guys, it's almost over. And I'm still the fastest truck on the track, so yeah. Dial it up and you'll have all the challenge you could want.
Come on, Jose. 2 laps left. You're P1. We're currently setting the pace.
Hard low. Keep it steady. Still there. Keep it together. Hold your line. Clear inside.
All right, we're just gonna put it in cruise control. I don't want to do anything.
You got one on the inside. Still there.
There's the white
He's still
flag.
Clear low.
One more lap. Keep it together. We'll win this. We're setting the pace. Your lap time was at 26.1.
I want Jim Bob as my crew chief or spotter. You dang varmint.
Hard inside.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Clear inside.
I don't need to push. Corepinos. All right, here's the race. So,
Well done, mate. That was absolutely perfect. Great win.
all right. So, okay, it was a bit on the easy side. So, all right. So let's see what you guys can see the news article. Escape. Oh shit! I didn't burn rubber. Sorry. Okay.
Shit result, mate. Hard luck.
He just told me shit result. No, that's a glitch. Well, that's the crew chief. All right. So quit. And now you guys. So this is what they show you, but there's no career. What the fuck? What the fuck? What happened to the... Oh, okay. Hold on. Alright, you guys can see that. So it says checker flag for Jose Polanco at Dover Motor Speedway. Jose Polanco put on a clinic at Dover Motor Speedway, earning the win in the number 70 NASCAR truck Chevrolet Silverado. The field was no match. Speed in race trim, and they made quick work of the competition to get the checker flag. Top 5 running order was Jose Polanco, Scotty Nash, Alex Gustafson, Tony Gardner, and Kevin Lanarelli. First off, I got to thank all our sponsors for helping us get to the track, said Polanco. My team for building me a rocket ship back in the shop and making all the right adjustments here at the track. All the fans for supporting us. Just everyone. Couldn't ask for a better day. So that's pretty much it. So imagine a career mode where you get presentation and all that good stuff. So that's what I'm hoping for. At least something. So let's take a look. Let's go back to the settings. So now we go to AI opponents. So this is where I had it. 96% to 110. And it was still on the easy side. So for the next one, I would say I would go to 115 and 105. Right? And that's what you do. You spend time on it, and now you keep doing it until you're satisfied with the level of competition. So yes, it was a bit easy, but you guys saw I had it set to 110. And so every track's different. And then we'll go to another track and you put it at 100 and it's way too hard. So it rewards you for taking the time to put into it and tweak it. But other than that, I like the behavior. And once you get past the first couple of laps and they start to spread, the racing gets really good. I had a lot of fun in spite of it being on the easy side. But I know, okay, if I race here again in the trucks, and remember, that's the trucks. If you want to do this race and change it to another, to like Xfinity or Cup, the settings are different. So you really do have to, I would say, run 40 laps and then back out and tweak it. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Yeah, the AI behaves good. That's the real important thing. The sense of awareness, how they behave. The difficulty, yes, you got to tweak it. You got to spend the time. But if you're on iRacing, I highly recommend it. And like I said, it's different. Every track's different. Every car is different. So, yeah, you're not going to be able to just jump into a race, set it, and forget it. Unfortunately, yeah, you do gotta race and see what it is, right? Middle ground, like I said, I know, right? If I wanted to do this race again right now, I tweaked it up to 115, 105, and that would be more challenging, right? Again, it does max out at 125. I can't imagine having to do that for any track, but you know, for this truck at this track, yeah, it was a bit on the easy side. But you guys saw where I set it. I didn't have it in a really, really low setting, but it wasn't enough. So that's that. Anyhow, I appreciate you guys watching. I got to go take a shower. But once iRacing does release their first stage of career mode, right? Because they did say it's not going to be a full-blown career mode yet. They still have plans, right? But they are releasing something this year. I'm not putting my hopes too high. I don't think it's going to be super deep. But the fact that you'll be able to have a season and a career, like I could create a season. You see that here. I've done it. I actually did a season. But it's not a career mode. I'm curious to see what they release. So you guys have a good one. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed that.